Hey, I was recently asked, what do I need to do to become wealthy or get rich? And I really have 3 rules for that. Number 1, stop asking non-rich people for advice on how to become rich. You should only consult and only take the advice of someone who is actually rich. The second thing in there is you need to save a minimum of 10% of what you make. Save it and invest it. And that can be harder than it sounds. And number 3, you have to own real estate. Real estate is one of the greatest ways to becoming wealthy. Not only can you get cash flow from it, you get tax savings on it, and it could appreciate. One of the important things when purchasing real estate is you should look at the cash flow from the property, not just the appreciation and tax savings, because the government can change the tax code anytime and the economy can crash, eliminating the appreciation. Now, I said earlier that you need to save at least 10% of your income. And there's 3 ways that you can do this regardless of your income now, regardless of your financial situation. The first way to save and invest at least 10% of your income is to reduce your spending. And this is stuff that, this is what Dave Ramsey talks about all the time. Live on beans and rice and beans and drive a beater and stop buying new clothes and stop going out to eat. And here's the thing. Doing that is like going on a starvation diet. Yes, you're going to lose a lot of weight up front, but eventually you got to eat and it's all going to come back. So simply reducing your expenses, yes, you can do it, but it's generally the hardest way to save that 10%. The second way that you could save the 10% and invest it is to make more money. Go to your boss, ask for a raise. What most people do is they will go to their boss and they'll simply ask for a raise because they've been there for 6 months. And I have this situation in my business. I had my personal assistant recently ask for a raise. And my response was, what have you done over the last 12 months to enhance your skills to where you would deserve a raise? And the answer was nothing. So there was no raise given. You must enhance your skills in order for your boss to want to give you a raise, because there's no reason for him to give you a raise. So that's the second thing. And then the third way to be able to save at least 10% of your income, this is my favorite way, is to reduce your income tax. And this is the easiest way to do it. In fact, according to a recent study done by Forbes magazine, 93% of Americans paid more than they were legally required to pay in income tax because they relied on a CPA to do the research and file their taxes. And the problem with that, of relying on a CPA, it's a lot like relying on a referee to win the football game. Imagine if Patrick Mahomes relied on the referees to catch every bad play that the opposing team has. So relying on your CPA to know the ins and outs of your business, relying on them to help you save money on taxes is foolish, because the CPA's job is to file your taxes and to make sure you're following the rules. Instead, you want to engage with a tax strategist or a tax coach that you can meet with on a regular basis. They understand what's going on in your business. They see the ups and downs. They know that you're making a lot of money. And so they can come up with a strategy to significantly bring your taxes down versus a CPA. You meet with them maybe once a year, generally at the end of the year, or the beginning of the next year, which was even worse. And then they say, congratulations, you did great last year. In fact, you owe 40%. Keep it up. And by the way, put some money in a 401k that the government at any time can change the rules. Look what they're doing with Social Security right now. They're increasing the age again so they don't have to pay out what is honestly yours. You work for the money. You put the 15.3% of Social Security tax in there. It's your money. The government should not be able to change the rules anytime they want, but they do. So those are the ways to get wealthy. 1, save at least 10% of what you make and own real estate. Hope you enjoyed it. Have a great day.